Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Ali Bayana, and I have a theory. My theory is titled the tragic continuity theory. And it says that human psychology, the idea of hierarchy, dominance, entitlement and privilege over the period of human history have not changed. All these ideas have not changed, right? However, it is our moral framework that have evolved to restrain, reframe and deny these drives. So modern crises of power do not arise from new evils, but from the collision between ancient psychology and modern scale systems. That's my idea. What am I trying to say? Throughout human history, morality changed faster than biology. And if you pick people like Genghis Khan, Napoleon Bonaparte, Alexander the Great, what made them great? Think about it for a second. What really made them great? Are they psychologically different from the modern elites? So the idea of high dominance, low empathy towards outgroups, entitlement to bodies and resources, risk tolerance, charisma, and mixed with ruthlessness. That is one of the things. Charisma mixed with ruthlessness is a very important feature of leadership, right? Now, all these things are still rewarded, just under different costumes. Think about it: wealth, influence, vision, legacy. What has changed over the time is that raw conquest has become very inefficient. You don't need armies to keep invading places and then you become very great. You don't need that. Just like Genghis Khan and Alexander the Great did. You need finances. You need systems. All right? Most especially, you need narratives. You need morality, the new morality. The personality of the individuals is not different. It has remained largely intact. Modern morality wants us to believe power is earned through merit. Progress made us kinder. Civilization domesticated the beast. But if you look at it very well, reality keeps leaking through. There were some files that were just released in the United States, and people panic. But if you look at it very well, throughout history, is an idea of morality versus psychology, or moral storytelling versus human psychology. Society survives by telling stories that make power palatable. When those stories crack, then we rush to individualize the evil and say this is the beast. We pathologize it in some sense and isolate it. However, it's a system. That is how the human psychology has operated over the years. We need to admit that the traits that are systematically selected for us to look at greatness in the lens that we see it, leadership, success, and everything that we know about the human epitome, all right? We need to look at it from that angle and say that if we want to celebrate power, we keep oscillating, deny its cost, act shocked when the bill arrives. When the consequences come for us to pay for it, then we act shocked. We all of a sudden believe that no, this is not what we asked for. All right. We can look into